Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki Jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumararpanamastu. Here is a delightful story of Bhagwan's Leela as narrated by a long-term devotee, Sri Ganga Ramaswamy, who was actually present there at the time of the Leela. Some 40 years back, Tiruvannamalai was once afflicted with diarrhea for almost a week. Many people were suffering. The reason was the rotten jujubes fruit available in and around in plenty in Tiruvannamalai. The place is famous for this fruit. At that particular time, excess of overripe, rotten fruits were mixed with good fruits and sold because of the demand from the people. And diarrhea was the result. Even the newspapers had given a warning about the rotten fruits. Still, this situation developed somehow. On a Sunday, when Swami was seated in the Theredi Mandap, some people went and complained to Swami about this. Bhagwan kept quiet for a little while and then got up suddenly, saying, Arunachaleshwara wants this beggar to do something. Just at that moment, a hand cart entered Sannadhi Street with a load of 10 gunny bags full of jujube fruits. Swami requested some devotees present to buy all those 10 bags. Behind his hand cart, another one with a load of another 10 gunny bags of jujube fruits came. That again was soon followed by one more cart load of 10 gunny bags of the same fruit. Soon, Swami had all the 30 bags of red berries bought by the devotees. Then he came down the steps, opened one gunny bag, and started to throw handfuls of those berries on the road. 3 or 4 people were allowed to go with him, throwing handfuls of fruits on the Sannadhi Street up to the Arunachaleshwara temple. Then Swami came through the narrow lane of vessel shops to the mandap, doing the same thing all the way through. He completed 2 more rounds from Theredi Mandap to Arunachaleshwara Mandir and back to the mandap, and then from the mandap to Sannadhi Street house, emptying all the bags, all the 30 bags. Now the Sannadhi Street and the lane of the vessel shops looked as though a red carpet had been spread all over. At the close of the 3rd round, Swami began to walk on them, crushing them under his feet. Not just once, but 3 times the whole pathway round. At the end, he climbed up the steps of Theredi Mandap and threw both his hands out and declared, my Father has set right everything. There will be no more suffering. And there indeed was no more suffering. The jujube fruit that caused it in the first place became the very cause for its end. Just as Bhagwan had stopped the epidemic of diarrhea in Tiruvannamalai several years back, he would definitely do something now also to free us from this deadly disease. Let us chant more and more Nama, keep on offering them at his lotus feet, and pray intensely. Bhagwan, in the unprecedented crisis the world is facing today, kindly grant us our wholehearted prayer for your divine intervention to bring the entire situation under control and free the whole humanity forever from this killer virus. Please bring normalcy at the earliest in every aspect of life all over the world and save us from the impending downfall of economy. Bhagwan, it is with our grateful pranams we appreciate the ceaseless laboring of the medical, sanitary, police and the government staff, and also the volunteers who search and reach out to poor people with food and basic necessities. Please bestow your powerful blessings on them for their continued protection, their health and strength of body and mind and longevity. Let this Tamil New Year bring good tidings of hope, strength and cheer to everyone. Once in Sannadhi Street House, a family of close devotees visited. There were 3 ladies in the family and they offered to sweep and clean the hall and the backyard. Surprise of surprises, Swami permitted them. One person was a degree holder. Swami was making fun of her, saying that she is an MA. How will she do sweeping and dusting? And he laughed, and everybody laughed. Unexpectedly, the eldest of the ladies took the liberty and questioned Sri Yogi Ji, Swami, up to what degree you have studied? Our Swami burst into thunderous cascades of laughter. When he could finally resume speech, he said, Oh ho ho, this beggar studied only Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Nothing else. What a reply. In one sentence, Swami said it all. Now we all know what we should study in life. Everything else is not worth the name. So let us all take up the study alone, the study of the divine name. Repeat as much as we can and offer at his holy feet. And pray, beloved Bhagwan. When a visitor to Sannadhi Street House asked our beloved Bhagwan, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Swami, we often get confused. Please tell me, what is Dharma? What is Adharma? As soon as this question was raised, those of us who were seated there automatically bent forward to listen to him. We were all ears because we did not want to miss this reply. But Swami thundered his reply. My friend, remembering God is dharma. Forgetting God is adharma. Then he added, remembering the name is remembering God. And remembering God is living in God. So, dear fellow devotees, we shall do our dharma of remembering the name of God, and that with as many people as possible and as much as we can from our homes, without wasting time on negative feelings like fear, worry and terror. Please turn every fear into prayer. Turn every worry into nama. Let us pray with our entire being. Beloved Bhagwan, today evening we continue with another story of glory. Shri Bhagwan's glory, his Nama's glory. This is a story of some girl children. In the garden of a house somewhere in or near Madurai, some young girls were playing a make-believe home, as always young girls do. In those days, there were no cell phones or games of other kind. In the house of this make-believe, the mother generally cooks food for the children, husband and the guests. The young girls imitated, had some small mini cooking vessels made of wood. One girl assumed the role of a mother, took one girl for help in the cooking. Two other girls went and plucked some wild leaves and some wild berries, pretended that they had just been to the market and brought all the vegetables. The mother girl put some mud in a small vessel, mixed with white powder, and pretended to cook rice. And other girls made some make-believe vegetable in one small thumbnail vessel. Another was busy with a make-believe sambar, etc., etc. What is sambar? A little mud mixed with water and some little green berries. All the other girls were helping. So, when the feast was completely ready, the mother girl said, "Now you people can put leaves for our dinner." Now, by the time these people had cooked, there were patches of mud on their faces to indicate they had been working very hard. Then the mother girl said, wait, before serving the food, we have to pray to God and offer it to Him. This is what we do in our house. All the other girls agreed. And now, remember, the mother girl belonged to a family devoted to Yogi Ramsuratkumar. So she said, let us all sit together, chant his name, offer it to Swami, and then eat it as his prasad. She said that is how her whole family always took food. Just see how the habits cultivated at home reflect in the lives of these young people, even in their make-believe pastimes. How much impression they make in the young minds. So now one girl began to spread some big wild leaves as make-believe banana leaves. One kept water in little thumbnail tumblers, etc. One began to serve those mud varieties. Oh, no, it's rice, sambar, vegetables, etc. All through, they were singing Yogi Ramsuratkumar Nama. When they were all busy making that imaginary food, somehow for some of them, the mud got smeared on the cheeks, nose, forehead, etc. But it did not matter to them. They were too busy. And they were arranging to take their food. So after they offered this make-believe food, chanting the name Yogi Ramsuratkumar, they all went and sat before their banana leaves. There was a sudden wind. A paper bit torn from an old newspaper came and fell upon their cooked food. The paper had some mud patches also. This girl ran and took it off to throw it away. But to her delightful shock, there was a picture of Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar in that. What was more, the picture of Bhagwan had a patch of mud on his face, just like those girls who did the cooking. Absolutely thrilled and overwhelmed, the mother girl shouted in excitement, "Hey, come here, Bhagwan has come to accept our cooked food." So they all happily stood around, clapped their hands to the tune of Yogi Ramsuratkumar. So dear devotees of Bhagwan, even a make-believe play act of the young girls, he appears in some way or the other to bless them. What a delightful story. The mother girl, now in her 50s, wrote a letter 2 years back, conveying the story of his glory, or rather his Nama's glory, amidst her prayers. Bhagwan is Ashutoshi. He is easily pleased. So let us all be like those innocent children, chant his name more and more, and pray, Bhagwan,